Hi everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Della Maddalena defeated Belal Muhammad to become the new welterweight champion of the world in the main event of UFC 315. He becomes the third Australian champion after Robert Whittaker and Alexander Volkanovski. It was undoubtedly his best performance till date. The skill, the composure, the head movement were exemplary. And as a challenger, he didn't panic, stayed true to his game plan, and won the fight fair and square. Bilal was quickly brought down to earth. He had a lot to say in the build up to this fight, which were untrue and reeked of arrogance. He said he was going to knock Jack out in the third round. He won't need his wrestling. Jack is going to feel the hands of Canelo, and that it would be the greatest welterweight performance in history. Bilal has the lowest finish rate out of any champion in UFC history, and he behaved like he is some stone cold killer. Who has he ever knocked out? Even his best performance against Leon Edwards in the fifth, Leon mounted him and busted him up. So no one was threatened by his trash talk. And he came into the ring shaking a leg. Everything about him smacked of arrogance. And he was quickly humbled in the fight. He decided to stand and strike with JDM, who is a better striker than him. He bought into his own hype. JDM had the perfect game plan. He continuously switched stances, moved side to side, and never let Bilal push him against the cage in the initial rounds. Bilal was so full of himself that he forgot what brought him to the dance. His wrestling was going to be his path to victory, but he forgot about that. When rounds 3 and 4 had come, the panic had set in. And Bilal did shoot for a double leg takedown. He took Jack down easily, but he wasn't able to do anything on the ground. JDM, to his credit, bounced back to his feet and didn't accept the ground position. And in the fifth round, he lighted Bilal up with some serious combinations. That knee up the middle was a thing of beauty. It cut Bilal wide open. He was dazed and confused, and then Jack let his hands go. Those body shots were nasty, and he wobbled Bilal plenty of times in the fifth. He was the one close to getting a finish in the fifth round. But Bilal has a good chin. He did take Jack down in the fifth round as well, but exhaustion had set in by that time, and he couldn't do much with it. Now, Bilal is known to be a boring fighter, and often that has been one of his criticisms, but not tonight. Despite being hurt multiple times, stand, he stood his ground and traded with Jack. Even in the fifth round, he brought that championship mentality to the fight. It didn't go well for him, but still, that pace was evident in the fifth round as well. This fight is the perfect example what hubris can do to a person. In a post-fight interview, it was announced that JDM's next fight was going to be against Islam Makhachev, who was waiting for the outcome of this fight to move up and challenge for a second belt. Jack Della Maddalena welcomed the challenge and stated that he wants to get the revenge for Volkanovski. But Islam, unlike Bilal, isn't going to wait 3 rounds to shoot for a takedown. And he has plenty of ways to take Jack down, unlike Bilal. On the ground, Islam is a far better grappler. And if you are stuck underneath him, you are not going to get out. And he has plenty of submissions with which he can attack you on the ground. But Jack Della Maddalena is a big welterweight, and he has the power and striking to knock anybody out. Don't be surprised if he knocks out Makhachev. It will also be interesting to see how Islam looks at 170 pounds. He's bound to be stronger, but can he have that cardio for 5 rounds? He got tired in the fight against Dustin Poirier. If he gets tired against JDM, he will get finished. In the co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko defended her flyweight title versus Manon Fiorot. It was a lucky victory for Shevchenko. Valentina looked slow and flat-footed. She didn't throw plenty of punches in that fight and wasn't able to take down Fiorot many times as well. The fight could have gone either way. Fiorot got a busted nose in the end of the first round, but struggled through adversity throughout the fight. Her knees down the middle during the fight hurt Valentina many times, and her takedown defense was also on point. She could have been a bit more aggressive in the fight, but it's a good learning curve for her. Shevchenko is an aging champion. She looked every bit of the 37 years of age. She has slowed down drastically, and her power isn't there anymore. It's better to quit while you're ahead. There has been a steady decline in her performance in the last couple of fights. She has been a great champion, but her best days are behind her. She's out there to be taken out. So it's better to call it a day and not become a part of someone else's highlight reel. It was a great night of fights, and the card finished on a high. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.